Greetings, friends. It's Reverend Deborah here. Yeah, this is our forest trail. Let me show it to you. Have you ever been down here? This is the space that the garden school has their classrooms, but it's down in our woods. I absolutely love all the nature that is surrounding Emerson, and this space is available to you if you want to come down. It's really a wonderful space to take a breath and be with nature and let nature be healing. Well, greetings everyone, and welcome to Ministry Messages. So I have 3 things for you today, and they're a little bit different, so hang in there with me. First, I want to just acknowledge our upcoming worship service this Sunday. The title is Ending the Stigma of Mental Illness. You know, the conversation around mental health has come a long way in all these years, but there's still this story that we tell about mental illness that I think is not a healthy one in our country and really in the world. So this weekend, we want to just kind of bring that out a little bit and talk about this story that we tell around mental illness and the shame and the stigma that can be there too. So please join us. I know that these topics are a little sensitive for folks, and this service, quite frankly, just might not be appropriate for everybody right now. So if you have questions about that for yourself, about whether this is a good service for you, feel free to reach out to me and we can have a conversation about that. And as always, our pastoral care team will be here for you as well. And then after service this Sunday, please feel free, if you are here in person, and by the way, we will be worshiping in person. If you are here in person and you have any computer questions around how to get on Realm or how to navigate that whole new world, bring your device, and Dave Schimmel will be here, and I think he might have a few other helpers here too, to help you get on Realm, figure it out, answer all your questions, okay? So bring your computer. That's going to happen during our second hour at 11:15. All right? So those are the 2 things that are happening here this weekend, and I'm gonna walk over into the woods over here because there's one more thing I want to tell you about. A few weekends ago, for those of you that had the privilege of being with us when Mama Bear spoke, she mentioned our own Wind Horsley and a journey that she's going on. And so I invited Wind to join me today in the woods and to talk a little bit about her Sundance journey. So let's come down into the woods, and I think she's right over there. Hey, Wind Horsley, thanks for joining me out here. It's really wonderful to see you. Oh, you have a big journey coming up. So you have something in your hand, so tell me more about that.
So these are the prayer ties that will be going out with me to Sundance. Traditionally, we make 2 sets. So one set went with me to Hemleja, which is our Crying for Vision. So we go out in isolation and we ask for our vision, our big vision, to go out to Sundance. Why are we going and why are we dancing? And then after ceremony, that gets burned into the fire so that all the prayers that are held in the prayer ties are released up to Creator. When they're made, they're called prayer ties because we're praying as we make them. So we'll be singing songs, smudging them, and putting our prayers into them as we make each and every one. And during the Sundance send-off, I would like to have this on a table, and people can put their prayers into this as well as the ones that I put when I was making them. And the tree will hold these prayers all year long until next year's ceremony. And then the tree itself and all of these prayers will then be burned and released out to Creator.
Wow. Now, I know for some people, the whole idea of Sundance might be really new, so let me just ask a couple questions for everybody. So you go out to Sundance, and so when you get there, it's sundancing, so you are actually physically dancing. And so describe a little bit about what that looks like. What are you're dancing around a center pole?
So when we first get there, the tree from last year will be burned. We have 4 days of purification, and so that entails for a dancer that we go out and we pick the medicines, so that's the cedars and the sages and things that we'll be using in ceremony. We make things for ourselves, so each dancer wears a crown of sage and wristlets and cufflets. Purification involves many sweat lodges and just continuing to purify your mind, body, and emotions as you prepare to dance. And then there's a 4-day dance, and there's several rounds a day during the 4 days.
So that's going to be on Saturday, June 5th, so next Saturday, right here at Emerson. I think we're going to go 11 to 1. And during that time, please come out. So Wind is going to talk more about the ceremony and what it is and the meanings of it. And we're going to have an opportunity to make prayer ties.
Just write down prayers.
Write down prayers.
Okay. If you have the means to make prayer ties ahead of time, you are more than welcome to make them.
Okay.
And also notes of just encouragement for myself.
Yeah. I mean, this is a beautiful spiritual journey, and really, we at Emerson, to be able to support each other on our spiritual paths, whatever those look like, is such an important part of being community together. So I really want to lift up your journey, Wind, and thank you for sharing it with us, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to connect in. It was beautiful hearing from Mama Bear, and it's just wonderful knowing that you're going to be doing this deep spiritual journey for yourself. So please come out on June 6th. An Emerson invitation will come out in the mail. You can register for that, or you can just show up, and we'll have an opportunity to support Wind. And we also have the opportunity to gift her, because I know you can also take gifts to the tribe. What kind of things would be appropriate to bring?
So the blankets that you see a lot of times in yoga studios, they're called Mexican pasta blankets.
Yeah.
The reservation is already requesting those, and I've been told that you can buy them in bulk online, or Flying J gas stations have them. There might be some other places where they can be purchased. So that the reservation is requesting those already, and it's been mentioned to our tribe to bring some. So if anybody can find any of those prior to next weekend, it would be beautiful. Also, cash donations. So the drummers that are out there, they're spending a lot of energy drumming and singing. There's a blanket traditionally put out that we can go and take money and put it on the blanket to give those singers and drummers. Fire keepers are working 24/7. The sacred fires burn the entire time we're out there. When sweat lodges call, we just go into sweat. The fire's already there. And oftentimes you'll find that when ceremony's going on, the sacred fire is burning the entire time. So the fire keepers are on rotation, but they're working hard the entire time. So we want to support them by giving large pouches of tobacco. You can get pipe tobacco that are used inside the sacred fires. They're used in things like the prayer ties, not really for smoking, but just ceremonial uses inside the fire. Small pouches of tobacco, you can get those at the gas stations usually. And Chief likes Lucky Strikes, so...
Okay, there you go.
Those can be given as well.
Right. So if you feel drawn to bring something as a giveaway to take and to support this native tribe that is hosting, would you say that? Hosting the Sundance and really supporting them, that would be a beautiful thing, and supporting Wind in your journey. Again, thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for bringing the prayer ties. So join us on the 6th at 11 o'clock right here in our back parking lot. And I hope also to see you this Sunday, 9:45. You do not need to register anymore for worship. I think you can. I don't even know for sure, but you don't have to. So just come. We are asking masks because our children are not yet vaccinated, just so that they feel protected, even though those of us are vaccinated. I just heard on the radio today, they're showing the studies are coming out and we are not carriers. So that's a really great thing. But let's just continue to wear masks, but we don't have to socially distance. So come one, come all. Let's join together and worship on Sunday, and I hope to see you then. Thank you again, Wind, and I will see you on the 6th. No, the 5th. See you on the 5th.
Thank you.